Share screen. Share screen.
If I want to attempt to recreate an authentic viewing experience from my past, then undoubtedly commercial breaks, pauses for station ID, bumpers, and news interruptions are required. If we accept this as a given,
It's my Retro Saturday video. It's my Retro Saturday video.
It's to find VHS tapes that were used to record television broadcasts, commercials, and all. If you aren't too picky about the content, those tapes are.
Good morning.
Good morning, Makila.
I'm running out pizza for dinner.
Certainly, this endeavor becomes much more difficult if you're only interested in very specific television series, decades, channels, or broadcast regions. In those cases, you may find better luck becoming part of various Facebook communities that deal with the purchase, sale, and trade of these particular artifacts. You can also check eBay or Mercari, though the tapes are usually required to be listed as sold as blank.
Hello.
Turns out the government tracks a lot of data. Just the facts from USA Facts.
Retro Days.
Hey there, retro friend, and welcome to our 100th episode. I know, I can't quite believe it either, but somehow we have reached this huge milestone, and it is an imperative that we celebrate. Now, speaking of celebrating, if you're looking to get us a present for our big day, we wouldn't say no to your generous offering of a channel subscription and notification bell activation. Subscribing, liking, and sharing our channel and videos is hands down the best gift we can receive, and it will ensure our continued ability to bring you the very best in nostalgic videos. In return, as a thank you for your incredible support, the whole Retro Days team is taking you on 4 time-traveling adventures into summers past, beginning right now with our first. Today's trip takes us back to an indeterminate year nestled snugly between the 70s and the 80s to a 4th of July celebration that will only slightly co-opt for our own purposes.
So get your best time-traveling gear on and strap into our retrofit version of the Thunder Road, because takeoff is in 3, 2, 1. One of the wonderful things about our time machine is that even though July 4th was yesterday in 2025, the 4th of July is today again in the past, where we've landed in a remote part of nondescript suburbs. We all step out of the Thunder Road and stretch our legs, taking in the scenery. Summertime surrounds us. It's in the warmth of the sun baking our shoulders and arms. It's in the light breeze that already carries the aroma of firecrackers and grilled meat. It's in the sounds of birds and whistling bottle rockets. Already it feels more like the 4th of July than it did yesterday, back in the present. What's up first, you ask impatiently? I grin and say, something potentially illegal.
The 4th of July would not be complete without the thrill and brilliance of fireworks. Fireworks Unlimited, America's largest distributor of quality fireworks, will make this Independence Day the most fun you've ever had. Through this special television offer, you'll get our giant assortment of wheels, bombs, firecrackers, shells, sparklers, cones, howlers, buzzers, and much, much more. A $75 assortment if sold separately for only $24.95. If you order right now by calling toll-free 1-800-972-1000, extension 620, you'll receive as a bonus a free brick of firecrackers and a pack of bottle rockets.
Depending on the state and precise year, firework legality for consumer use varied quite a bit, but it often didn't stop us back in the 80s from finding loopholes and just straight up ignoring the law. If you were especially lucky, your parents actually bought the firecrackers for you and also hopefully supervised your use if you were young.
Todd, you sleepyhead. Don't forget we're going to the park tonight for fireworks. And don't you play with any fireworks without your dad's supervision, okay?
Sure thing, Mom.
Don't risk your family's precious eyesight. Supervised fireworks are safest. A message from the New York State Ophthalmological Society.
I don't think a single 4th of July passed without hearing tragic tales of kids losing fingers, hands, eyes, and even their lives. It was scary enough to result in our caution, but never scary enough to keep us from playing with fireworks altogether. Here in this picturesque 1980s suburb, we can already hear the snap, crackle, and pop of people blowing off their own pyrotechnics. Please tell me we have fireworks, you say. Producer Tony digs in his backpack and comes out with a handful of sparklers and a few boxes of snaps. Oh, come on, those are for babies. You snatch a box of the snaps anyway and tap out a few of the small paper packets along with a sprinkling of sawdust, then throw them at the pavement, which results in a pitiful snap. Alyssa laughs at the display. Don't worry, those are just to keep us busy while we walk to our shed. She points to the small structure in the distance. Your eyes light up. Oh yeah? What's in the shed? I bet you can guess, she replies. Well, you exclaim, yes, and take off running, apparently in no mood to waste the day strolling along the suburban street and throwing snaps at our feet. We chase after you and arrive at the shed in no time. Alyssa unlocks the padlock and swings the wide doors open to reveal a cornucopia of destruction. There are whistling bottle rockets, mats of Black Cat firecrackers, cherry bombs, M80s, Roman candles, bundles of punks for lighting everything, and so much more. Writer Tony grabs a glass bottle and a pack of bottle rockets and starts setting them off as the rest of us rummage. Alyssa goes for a pack of firecrackers, taking a punk to the fuse and holding them a few seconds before tossing the whole pack far up into the air where they begin to explode. I take an M80, light the fuse, and then toss it as far as I can. The explosion is so loud, a nearby car alarm goes off, and we run away, laughing our butts off. Most of the afternoon is spent in this way, lighting firecrackers, drinking soda, and having a chaotic good time. In between the exploding stuff, we also light off smoke bombs, battle tanks, jumping jacks, and those little glowworm snakes that are weirdly fun. We still have Roman candles and pinwheels, but decide to save those for when it gets a bit darker. When the day grows too hot, producer Tony says, "Come on, let's head to my old place to cool off." I made sure to choose the 4th when I knew my past self and family would be away on vacation, so we'll have the place to ourselves.
This is a butter pecan drumstick, so it must be Friday. I don't work all week for nothing. Toasted pecans, Swiss buttercream on top of real butter pecan ice cream.
The thing about this,
if you can eat a butter pecan drumstick and you're still feeling stressed, you've had a very bad week.
Recorded.
Poor baby.
Only Drumstick gives you 8 ways to Sunday.
Back at producer Tony's house, we all crowd around the freezer to see what 80s frozen delicacies his parents have stocked. First up are classic vanilla drumsticks, which Alyssa snatches. Elbow deep in the box, she looks up sheepishly and says, "What? These are my favorites." Before the next item is even out of the freezer, writer Tony gasps and says, "Are those what I think they are? Give them here." He turns the box of Vampire Secret Ice Pops around in his hands, ogling the amazing artwork. How do you have these? Producer Tony says, "I may have taken a solo trip to 1992 to buy them and bring them back here." We can barely understand Tony when he responds, "Dude, above and beyond," with an ice pop in his mouth. There are still Carvel flying saucers, Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars, good humor, and push pops to go around, and we all spend far too much time sampling the ice cream smorgasbord. But ice cream alone won't hold us over.
To those unfortunate souls who have learned most bargain charcoal may be a deal at the store, but an ordeal at home, Kingsford Charcoal extends sympathy and a solution. You see, Kingsford uses a special fast lighting ingredient and our unique Kingsford Edge for faster, easier lighting charcoal than the bargain brands. So for trouble-free barbecues, get the Kingsford Edge. The real bargain starts when you light it.
Well, that's right. It's the 4th of July, so you better believe I'm firing up the grill. Now, primarily at short notice like this, we're talking charcoal briquettes and lighter fluid to start the grill up, then piling on burgers and dogs. Simple, quick, and effective. Nothing wrong with that. But listen, if you grew up farther south, you know the difference between barbecuing and grilling. a distinction those up north, especially in the 80s, weren't always aware of. That distinction is the difference between quick cooking over direct, intense heat and the low, slow smoking of meat like ribs, pork butt, sausage, and brisket. And while backyard barbecue wasn't as widespread as it is now, the 1980s did see a boom in the production of offset smokers. So while most people were probably still getting their barbecue from established neighborhood barbecue pits, lucky ones had a smoker at home. And I, like producer Tony, also took a little solo trip in the time machine to do a little prep work. And it just so happens I've already smoked a whole Packer brisket, and it's currently holding at 150 degrees, ready for slicing. Yeah, you can thank me later. While I pull together the rest of the food, including grilled corn on the cob, mac and cheese, greens, cornbread, and pasta salad, the rest of the gang is partaking in a few recreational activities.
Track ball's coming, right on the track. Big shot down the side, curve it up and whip it back. Track ball!
You won't believe it till you do it. Special tracks in the racket make track ball curve, cruise, lift, and lob. It's catch with a catch to it.
Track ball! It's hot, take a shot, track ball!
Track ball, coming at you from Whammo.
Trackball from Whammo. First introduced in 1975, this unique way of playing catch features a racket designed to catch and throw a ball with a curved trajectory. And really, that was where all the fun came into it. From the grill, I watch as Alyssa angles her racket before flicking her wrist with the toss. Rider Tony lunges, only for the ball to curve suddenly in another direction, causing him to miss the catch. Those early versions of the game were best because they came packaged with these white styrofoam balls that would curve more dramatically. The hollow plastic balls would get less curve, but you'd be able to throw them harder, and so their travel would be a little less floaty. No matter which type you prefer, trackball was always a blast.
Come on and jam, spin, jammer, jam. Come on and jam, spin, jammer, jam. Spin it on your finger, throw it round your back. Catch it in the center, it's so easy it's a snap. Spin Jammer Jam.
Spin Jammer is a state-of-the-art blind disc that makes anyone an instant spin jamming expert. What's more, Spin Jammer is designed to sail straight and far.
Come on, Spin Jammer Jam.
Spin Jammer.
Producer Tony comes strolling out into the yard, twirling a spin jammer on his finger. He's wearing sunglasses and his collar is popped, of course, so you just know he's feeling the hype. Sure, it's easy to make fun of what is essentially just a frisbee with a finger divot, but as someone who always struggled to spin a basketball on my finger, I can't tell you how appreciative I was of this little gimmick. And for kids who are maybe just a little bored of regular frisbee but not yet interested in ultimate, the spin jammer was a perfect in-between. We take turns with the games and even move on to some of the more classic stuff like horseshoes, badminton, and cornhole. No one is keeping score too seriously, and every time we hear a far-off explosion, we all cease playing and stare up into the sky, hoping to catch a glimpse of someone's backyard mortar-fired shell. They always seem to start a little too early before the sun even set, but we didn't complain. Eventually, everyone coalesces around the grill, and we set up an outdoor table with the grub. There's Kool-Aid and soda to wash it all down, and we chat excitedly about the evening as more and more fireworks go off in the distance.
You've cried. You've begged.
I'll never ask for anything again.
You've pleaded.
Please?
No, you're going to get it.
You'll be sorry.
A 25-hour trip to the places, the faces, the far-out spaces of the Twilight Zone.
It is real, and there is nothing within the realm of knowledge to explain it.
This July, spend your 4th in the 5th dimension with the 25-hour Twilight Zone Marathon. Tomorrow.
All right. If you like my channel, please subscribe to me. All right. Don't forget to push the like button and don't forget to subscribe button if you like my videos. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.